We have destroyed all of your heroes. Every single wrestler that you look up to has fallen victim to
Wrestling's Imarks, the highest podcast
ever.
I've got one question for everybody here tonight.
You got a joint?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
All right.
I'm gonna get you high today.
Awesome!
My grandma drank all my pop.
Oh no!
I'm pregnant!
Oh no! No way, man. All right, Wrestling Time Marks, episode 25?
26.
26, take two, because we just did an MLW watch along and the computer failed us. So, it's
we ain't
okay.
watching that again.
Yeah, we're not going to watch it again. We didn't get a lot done. It wasn't a great episode anyway. There's only 2 matches.
Yeah, we got. Well, there was 3, but yeah.
I guess you could...
Brian Pillman made his debut.
Yeah.
He was alright, but it was a little like, I don't know, a little bit of a letdown, I guess.
Or at least
I was
less
hoping
than
for
I
more.
expected.
Yeah. Wasn't so much. I'm not saying he was bad. Just was hoping for a little better, I guess.
Oh, by the way, hi, I am Whiz Willoughby.
I am Mojo.
I am Cheez Man.
Thanks for listening again, or if you're just listening for the first time, hi. Thanks.
Welcome.
Wrestling's Imarks. We talk about wrestling, we get high, and all
then
of
we
our names
forget
are
about-
Mark. Wait,
to
no,
talk
that's
about
not
wrestling.
Speaking of getting high, you didn't grab that wax, did
it.
you?
Ooh, no, I did not.
That's all right.
And
We haven't gone
people listening
live
don't
on the
know
watch
that
along
reference, but in the middle of MLW, I realized I left my wax in the car, and then I didn't want to leave during the main event to go get it.
yet. Yep. It's okay.
Now you're caught up.
We'll do it before we go live on the watch along.
Yeah, we've decided since we had the computer issues, we're not going to redo the MLW thing because it was almost impossible to get through the first time. So we're going to go with 205 live this week at the pay-per-view. Last week there was a really good match between
Buddy Murphy, and
thank you, and
Cedric the Alexander.
And yeah, we did kind of talk about maybe tuning into 205 this week to see how that continues, and then nobody did.
Yep.
So we figured
So-
the crash computer thing was the perfect
Right.
opportunity
Yeah.
to actually maybe kind of get that done.
Due to technical error, we'll be watching 205 live now.
It might end up to actually be the better deal because MLW was a little light this week.
Yeah, fucking Teddy Hart and Rich Swann was the main event, and it was
That started out way slow.
Yeah, it didn't really pick up until like the last few minutes of the match.
Yeah.
But then it did kind of pick up. And Teddy Hart landed a Canadian Destroyer after a Nakamura off the top rope, and that was pretty cool.
Right.
Nakamura. I
Top
believe
rope.
it's the
Or
name of that
low
move,
blow.
Tony
What the hell did I
Schiavone.
call it?
Bro.
My bad. Anyway, yeah, so...
Yeah, we were actually hoping to watch the Bound for Glory pay-per-view tonight, but we couldn't find any links to it. So
yeah, our special website was unable to come through for us tonight, which is okay. They're allowed to not always nail it, I guess.
yeah, we'll let it slide. It's okay.
Do you guys want to do the predictions for that since we got the page open right now, or you just
Yep.
want to get right to 205?
No, fuck, we'll do the predictions.
All right.
It's here, let's do it. Technically, the pay-per-view hasn't started yet anyway. We got 15 minutes, so we'll start
Okay.
getting them in time. First up, we got Eli Drake's Open Challenge.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if it'll just be another jobber or if it'll be like a
You would hope, since this is their big pay
person who's not going to want to fight again, because that's always funny.
Yeah.
that it's some surprise.
Yeah, hopefully a name that you weren't expecting or something. It'd be neat.
Right. Someone that takes him into the distance, and then somehow Eli Drake still pulls out the win at the end.
That would be fine, too.
That's
I'm
gonna be
actually
my
a pretty
guess.
big fan of that guy. He's very funny. So, I don't know if that's a prediction, because I don't know what's going to go down with it. But
I predict that's Eli Drake.
I will want him to come out on top, so...
Somehow Eli Drake beats Mr. Ass.
There you go.
We're just going to throw him as the surprise guy, even though we have no clue.
Hulk Hogan makes his in-ring return, and Eli Drake takes him out. Yeah, Matt Sydal and Ethan Page, which is his new helper guy from, I don't know if it was last week or 2 weeks
Yeah, he helps him point to his forehead every fucking 10 seconds.
Yes, versus Rich Swann and Willie Mack, who is basically the new version of the Junkyard Dog who can actually kind of wrestle. So it's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
It's weird to see that
He's
dude
actually
fucking-
good.
I know.
He's fucking good for what he looks like, and then what he can actually do will really catch you off guard.
I know. The first time I seen him, which was like last week, I was like, holy shit.
It's like, who's this hoss? And then all of a sudden he's doing like standing moonsaults and shit, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Okay,
All
you
right,
can
that's
wrestle
cool.
good,
I
yeah.
like that. That's something different.
Give me Ethan Page and Matt Sydal, but not clean. They're going to do some kind of cheating bullshit and get over on them.
Fuck finish.
Yeah,
Man,
exactly.
you sort of talked me into agreeing with you. I can see that
Yeah, that's just what
with
they're
the
gonna
third eye.
Right.
I can see that.
do. I see what you did there.
Well, just because I hate that third eye so much, I'm going to go with Rich Swann and Willie Mack.
That's okay, and it adds a little drama to the show. It's fun times.
Yep. Fuck you guys. All right.
I don't know what an OVE rules match is, but I assume it's like a no DQ thing or something.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Just what the fuck?
What
everybody
about
wants.
Raven? When is it going to be Raven's rules, man?
There you go.
Yeah, so it's going to be Dave and Jake Christ and Sammy Callahan, otherwise known as OVE, versus Pentagon Jr., Phoenix, and Brian Cage.
Since I think Brian Cage could take OVE on his own.
I think he could take everyone else in the
Pentagon
match.
Jr. and Phoenix
Yeah.
being on his side.
He is my height, and he weighs 111 pounds more than me, and it's all muscle.
Yeah.
He's the same height as me. Think about that. Look at me, at my body. I know the people at home can't, but these guys can. And then imagine Brian Cage, and he's the same height as me. That's fucking
It's a
freakish.
jacked motherfucker.
Jeez.
And then we talked about how Brian Cage, though, can just, with ease, jump through the ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can actually
But
do it.
yet,
Take a note, Bree.
2-3
yet
times
Bree,
in a row, and he's
who's
about
closer to
as
Gee Whiz's
wide
weight,
as the space
can't
between
make
the
it
damn
through.
ropes.
Right.
All right, let me get.
Yeah, how does anybody pick OVE in this one?
I'm doing it though.
You doing it, huh?
Callahan and the kids are gonna do something dirty, just like the first match. I see.
Look what you did to Dave!
What does he call them? It's not like his like hit squad or something. What the fuck?
I don't remember.
Anyway,
I haven't been watching long enough.
I'm gonna go
Most of
Callahan
these
and the
fucking
boys,
predictions are
even
just
though
flat
it's
Brian
gases.
Cage.
all their big faces.
Okay. So
OVE rules somehow.
you said you're taking.
Cage and
Okay.
Pentagon.
All right. Yep. We're going against Gee Whiz on this one. Gee Whiz
Okay.
stands alone.
All right,
All
up
right.
next we got Muth
Muth and Eddie Edwards. I don't care.
I don't want to keep saying the same thing over and over again, but give me Moose with some kind of interference from Killer Cross and Austin Aries in some way.
No, I'm just gonna take Eddie Edwards.
Okay.
I'm going to go Moose.
I'm going against you every time, motherfucker.
Yep. I'm on my own again.
Okay, we got LAX and Conan versus the OGs and Eddie Kingston, who is a promo master I found out last week. He scared me. I wouldn't want that guy ever cutting a promo on me. Poor Conan had to talk after him. It was really not something to see, if you know what I mean.
I almost feel like LAX has got to win just because they've been getting punked out so goddamn bad.
Basically, Kingston cut a flawless, evil killer promo on him, and then Conan was like, "Oh yeah, well I'll have the whole crowd help me." Is basically what his response was. Anyway, LAX and Conan got to pick up this win after all the build up and the drama, and the ceasefire is officially over. If you watch the episode, right at the end is when all the shit popped off. So, give me
Goes down.
Conan
You better
and the
be
new kids.
ready.
Yep. I'll take LAX and Conan as well.
I'll be different. I'm going to go with the OGs.
All right.
Homicide.
All right.
Finally got someone different.
The knockouts
Aaron
title
stands
match.
or Mojo stands alone on one. All right, for the knockouts title, we got Tessa Blanchard versus Taya Valkyrie.
Let me ask you something. Don't laugh at me. Is that chick the one who's also in Lucha Underground? Okay, well then I know she can wrestle. All
Yeah,
right.
it's gonna be a good match. I'm
That's
sure.
Yeah, that might be match of the night now that I know. Well,
No, I won't go that far.
No, it won't. 'Cause I see what's next, and that's going to be really good. I think Tessa's over enough that she could lose the belt and it wouldn't hurt her, but I don't think it's going to happen. Give me Tessa.
Yeah, I'm also gonna
I
go
like-
with Tessa just because I'm not gonna bet against.
This is going to
Tessa.
be all three of us.
Unanimous.
Okay. Well,
I
It can
love
happen
Taya
sometimes.
Valkyrie, and she's an awesome wrestler.
she is.
But I just don't see Tessa
Yeah.
losing. The matches I've seen with her, she's all faced like these name opponents, and
Whips
I wouldn't
on 'em.
say it's like close.
Right. Exactly.
I will say I'm glad Taya didn't get fucking sacrificed on.
Yeah, that was close. It was close. No sacrifice was made.
Thanks,
Oh,
Johnny.
and now I know the Angel of Death's name. It's Matanza, and I'll never forget it.
Yep.
Matanza.
So yeah, luckily Taya didn't.
Matanza, Cueto, are they brothers? Does anybody know more than me about that?
Get,
I mean, Cueto and Cueto, it makes
yeah,
sense.
they're related in some way.
Okay.
I can't remember. Sure.
All right.
I'm not completely up to date on the story. Obviously, I just started watching again a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, me too.
But Taya was saved by Johnny Impact. And speaking of Johnny Impact, the main event of Bound for Glory will be Austin Aries versus Johnny Impact for the Impact World title.
So Johnny Impact is John Morrison and John Hennigan and Johnny Mundo and all them Johnnies.
Johnny Nitro and yep.
I've heard the name obviously a million times, but I wasn't super familiar with the dude. And I know you're like, how? But it's, I don't know, he moves around a lot or something. But he's kind of a badass dude. After actually watching him wrestle, the guy can fly around. So this should be a really fun match.
Yeah, he just sucks on the mic. That's his big downfall.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not so good on the microphone.
What was it we were watching? Was it MLW that he was on? And all
It's
his matches were
John Hennigan,
Yep, that's when he was
which is
John
his
Hennigan.
actual real name is Hennigan.
kind of bad, and he was like moving way slower than he thought he should.
You know, now that you mention that, I don't remember that specifically, but what I do notice is most of the guys on MLW don't seem to be working as hard as when they are at the other places.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Like, it's like they slow down for MLW.
They do. It seems like I bet they don't pay as much,
Yeah, maybe.
or the crowds are smaller, or something like that. But you can tell the difference. They're like,
All right, so who are we picking?
oh yeah, Aries and Impact here.
I'm gonna go with Austin Aries because at least he knows himself.
Well, he is the greatest man ever.
And how could you forget that?
Does anybody know how long Aries has held the belt? I know he took it from Eli Drake, but it was kind of recently, I think.
Actually, he's been champ for quite some time now, like quite a few months. So he's could be more than overdue to.
Drop it.
Okay. Having heard all that, I'm still choosing Austin Aries. But I do think this will be a great match.
Yes, definitely. I was not by any means
Because
saying.
now I know what old Johnny can do. I just hadn't really watched enough of him to know that he's actually really good.
I think they'll give Johnny a try with the belt. I think he's
That
gonna
would
win.
surprise me. I'd be pleasantly
As long
surprised.
as the match is good. And we got a little more drama now. See, that's good
Yep.
stuff. Drama.
I stand alone again.
The cheese stands alone.
Oh God.
Yeah, I said that.
The cheese is old and moldy. Where is the bathroom?
Dick.
It's a Encino Man reference if anybody knows it.
I know nothing.
All right, well, that's our preview segment for Impact Bound for Glory. And let's get ready for this 205 Live watch along.
Indeed.
No, not main event.
Yeah. No.
All right, we're back, kids. This is our 205 Live watch along segment,
If I ever get a cue
as
to
previously advertised. see how they were able to continue the storyline, or if they had a rematch, which I'm sure they did, because that's how it goes. And I'm sure it was another barn burner, if so, between Alexander and Murphy. Generally, nobody here watches 205 that I know of.
Nope.
I've watched one episode ever and was like, what the hell is this crap?
But yeah, we have a friend that
Yeah, we've
watches
complained about that a
205,
couple times. Our friend Joe
but
Rainey.
refuses to watch NXT.
Exactly.
Nope.
Who could even do that?
No, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Dick.
Dick moves. Dick shtick.
Test that. Okay. It's still saying 29 on it for some reason, so. Fucker.
Oh, dude, that happens on the WWE network every now and then. It's actually 0, even though it claims it's actually 29 seconds.
Yeah.
It is. That happens a lot.
So I finally got it
And
paused.
In fact, there's even ones that are like 2.5 minutes at 0 and shit like that. I don't know if they cut stuff out or just some kind of weird
Shit. How about before we start?
mechanical error. Or go get my wax.
Yeah, how about you get your wax?
I'm gonna go get my wax.
Wax on,
You guys
wax
can keep
off.
talking.
What to talk about?
Do we want to talk about Raw?
Could get Raw out of the way while Whiz isn't here. It doesn't matter. Like none of us watched it. At least I know he didn't. I skimmed through it roughly.
Yeah, I just skimmed through it. I think it started out with another DX reunion and some bald guy that looks like Shawn Michaels running around in the ring.
I definitely skipped past all of that. Oh, it's gonna be a tag team match. Who could have seen that coming? Besides, like fucking everybody.
Ooh, I saw it coming.
Yeah, I seen it coming.
Like a train.
We blow slugs, hit with no gloves, butt flow blood, stick dick in your hose mug, we cold blood.
But I guess that we could
But interrupted by
segue
fucking MC Whiz.
Sorry.
into Crown Jewel talk because of that was supposed to be, or still could be, the main event.
Do all that on one bowl to fuck us right up.
Oh shit!
Because I'm not stoned enough to not be able to remember things already. So
Yeah, we'll
Hope
see.
everybody brought a towel.
We'll see if they even have the Crown Jewel thing, because as Mojo pointed out to us earlier, from what he's seen, WWE does not have anything about it on their website. Like, it's not listed as an upcoming event or anything like that. So perhaps they've bailed on it. If they haven't,
But
they probably
I had
should.
heard that we will definitely know by Monday Night Raw whether or not, because of
they probably
if
just
they are going to, you're going to be hearing the shit out of it on Monday Night Raw.
Well, their stocks already went down like $12 from what I heard.
$12 is a big deal when that's like a quarter of the overall value.
Well, they were up at 90 or some shit like that.
It's at 90 now?
It was. Or it was at like 94, now it's down to like 82, I think.
Well, fuck, that's still higher than
Yeah, I know.
A couple months ago it was at 50.
No, yeah, it keeps
What the
fucking going
fuck,
up.
dude?
It's because of all these fucking deals. The fucking Saudi deal, the fucking Australia show.
I've been wondering. They keep finding ways to make a bunch of money while still sucking.
Yeah, say the Fox
balls.
deal.
They
These
keep
things all.
finding
It's-
ways.
Yeah.
It's the world, because of they were saying how bad WWE Network, if it had to work on just the US alone, it would be losing, was doing really bad. And then when it got the British and other European countries over there, that's when it really started picking up.
Well, then the wrestling over there must really stink.
That or everybody's just.
If this is what the world wants to see.
I think it's because of, we take it for granted because we get to see it all the time
Yeah.
and everything, but to them it's sort of like the uniqueness of New Japan to us that it's really hard to catch. But a lot of the times when me and Whiz catch a pay-per-view, we're just like, this is some awesome shit.
You kind of can't do better pay-per-view wise than New Japan. They do it exactly right.
Right.
Kick-ass match where everyone works their ass off, clear the ring, get the next guys out, kick-ass match, clear the ring, no chatter, no, 25 commercials, no commercials for what you're currently watching.
Right.
It's always nice to watch a pay-per-view and they advertise that pay-per-view during the pay-per-view.
Yeah,
Like-
WWE's in a tough spot right now because it's like either they go do the show so they can collect their big check and basically just commit suicide as far as PR goes, or they don't do the show and then they miss out on a shit ton of money, and I don't know if there's any kind of like contract breach that would fall under, or if they have some kind of out because of all this shit that's just recently happened. But it seems like they're kind of fucked either way.
Another weird thing about that is, not to get too political, but Vince's wife's in Donald Trump's cabinet.
Right.
She's in charge of small business and everything, and so she's getting a lot of heat.
Not exactly gonna look good on her.
Well, what would look good on her? Let's be real. Okay. That was just a cheap shot for no real reason. It had nothing to do with the conversation at all. And that's my contribution to the political talk.
Right. Yeah, I'm not even
I'm
trying
like,
to get
well, she's old and ugly.
I'm not even trying to get political. It was just, talking about WWE then that ended up happening.
Yeah, it's
only political because Linda McMahon
it was
to
a
be the
reporter who said some stuff negative about the government or whatever was killed.
Yeah, he had went over there to get like a fucking marriage license or some shit.
A divorce.
Apparently, what happened is he had like a iWatch, an Apple iWatch or whatever you call it,
Okay.
and he recorded his own murder.
No shit.
Yeah, how about that shit?
Yeah, I said that from what I heard, like the Turkish government says they have proof of it or some shit.
It's probably the iWatch.
Yeah.
Technology these days. Can't even murder a motherfucker
Right,
anymore.
God
He
damn it.
fucking recorded his own shit. You believe that? What a dick.
So yeah, and supposedly it was funded by the royal family too. The
Right.
same royal family that's funding these WWE things. So, does not look good on them to go through with this. Then they might as well not. They're just gonna have fucking replays of every goddamn match the next night on fucking.
I don't
Raw.
know why they want to go over there, and let me tell you why I don't know why I don't know why they want to go over there. It's because they can't use the girls, and it seems like that's all they give a shit now, anyways. The women.
All they give a
Why
shit about
would
is
you
the
want to
money.
go over there if you can't bring the girls? And I'm sure that the girls don't like that idea very much either. And plus, hearing how they treat women over there, that's
Yeah, like
I don't
it's
know.
all
That's a
negative,
really gray
like-
area. It's so weird they're dealing with those people, man.
I'm surprised they kind of. I mean, there was a bit of, backlash, I guess you could call it, from the first one about that shit.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, well, they kind of came out not as bad as I thought they would. So they're going back again. Like, I guess it's like a 10-year deal. They're supposed to be doing these shit
Well,
off
I
and
know
on over
that-
10 years.
Wow.
That in Saudi Arabia, they love the hell out of the newest episode of Lucha Underground. They just popped for that episode. I don't know what it could have been. What happened in Lucha Underground this week?
A whole bunch of girls got beat up, but it probably ain't that. 'Cause
No, that's definitely not it. I don't know why you would even think that was
it must be the production values that they enjoyed. So
excellent.
sir. All right, we're about to ruin any motivation we had.
Right. So,
That's still rolling, right? I just hit record and left it.
I'm pretty sure I can switch over real quick and double check it.
Yeah, if we're gonna do the watch along, I want to make sure we're not being idiots right now.
Nope.
Yeah, we're good. Okay. And it's not gonna run out of space. I got all the space I need now. All right, here
And
comes
rolling.
205.
Oh, are we doing that now? Okay.
Well, I mean,
We didn't
Yeah.
even do the countdown though.
No, yeah, I know. I didn't hit play yet. Okay, if y'all haven't gotten it queued up yet, you had plenty of time. Sorry, don't know what to
I
tell
don't
you.
care what your name is, buddy.
Just pause it. All right, we're gonna start this up in 4:18, 4:19, 4:20.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
He is not a serial
Then,
rapist.
now and forever. I like the new
He
intro.
doesn't even
more
like
than the
cereal.
old. All right, one of y'all give me a half-ass good lighter to this thing. Fuck you, capital weird squiggly K company, or is that an R now?
Put that shit away, Aaron. He pulled out another cheap lighter.
I just bought that one.
Charge of lighters.
Yeah. Well, already recapping
I don't blame
the
him.
downfall of
man.
Cedric the
I just
Alexander.
thought of something. We're watching 205. That means I'm going to have to fucking see Leo Rush again.
Yeah, we're doing a watch long, so we can't fast forward.
Is he on here?
It's a trap!
And Raw? He's on both? Fuck that. It's a trap!
Yeah, I would say, fucking little dude that runs around with AOP, he's in here too, I think. Is he still the fucking, like, GM of 205? I think he is.
I think so.
Yeah.
So the GM of 205 is also AOP's little bitch boy?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that seems like the right way to use that talent. Okay. Well, I bet everyone down here just respects the hell out of his authority, don't they?
Authority.
Because he looks so badass on Raw. All right, anyway.
That's right, Cedric. You're going to lose. Don't be so surprised.
Oh, yeah. That shit's all nice and melted down in there now.
Mm-hmm.
It should be a nice, long-lasting bowl. Anyway,
Well,
yes,
it was fun talking to you guys.
this match was really good. That's why we're watching this shit now to see what the next step in this, I guess, rivalry is, or how the story is going to continue.
Somebody thought it was smart to give Leo Rush a microphone. Live microphone, that is.
Oh, yeah.
I
We
just
did bring up Raw earlier, but we just never even came back around to it, really.
can't agree with that kind of thinking myself.
Yeah, so let's give Leo Rush a microphone, a live microphone, throughout the fucking... Does that go to Jeebus?
It does, but he's like, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, fuck that motherfucker. He don't need to get no hits.
They give him a live microphone like he's Jimmy Hart with a fucking megaphone.
Oh, and he's
So-
laughing at me now. I say, oh, fuck it, man. All right. I ain't passing to you no more.
Fucking dick. Oh, look, ninjas.
Hey, dude, you want to hit this? Too bad!
It's not just too bad, it's 205 live bad.
Here you are, sir. It's already lit.
Pass the torch.
That wasn't a move that you want to do in the future.
Yeah. Note to self, do not blow into the flame.
I burnt my wiener.
So yeah, then eventually Bob B. Lashley ends up making a heel turn.
Bob B. Lashley.
Bob B. Lashley.
Robert B. Lashley.
Yep. It's kind of like Rob B. Bad.
Robbie B. Bad. At wrestling.
Oh, we could segue into the
Oh, no.
Bella's
That's
turning on Ronda
Percy.
Rousey.
Oh, God. He's got
Sweet.
2 jobs in this company?
So does Nigel, I guess.
Oh, my God. That's, yeah. Trying to figure out why I don't watch this show.
I know nothing about the dude in the middle, though, to be fair.
Isn't he the guy that was there for a couple of weeks while...
Oh, was he the fill-in for Morrow?
Yeah.
Oh, look, we'll get to see
Tony
Tony
Nese.
Nese. Or Cedric Alexander. That'd be a good match.
Oh, that's not even a rematch then.
Whatever, still.
Yeah, it's a good match, but it's
Sounds
not
like it should be
what
good.
we thought it was going to be. Tony Nese.
And this will be the
Oh
only
my God,
match.
they're going to start with this fucking guy.
Boo.
Leo Rush for the exits.
Yeah, nice.
Thanks.
When Leo comes out, you rush to the exits.
Time to go to the concession stand.
Leo Rush to judgment when choosing to bring him up. Never mind.
If we wanted to get all the suckage out of the way, we could just go when the bell is turned on Ronda Rousey.
Once again, did not watch Raw, but skimmed through it and had to go and look and see that. Just out of curiosity, I want to see how bad it was with fucking, Brie involved in anything. It's like, oh.
No, they mean to give
this
him
part
a
be
live
awful.
mic.
No, fuck him. We're not listening to him. We're talking over him. Unfortunately, about the Bellas. So, Sarah Logan, the crafty veteran that she is, had to trip herself because Brie Bella couldn't.
Crafty veteran Sarah Logan.
That's the way she had to come off. She had to cover for
If
Brie's
you
ass
can-
again. Late to her
Can
spot.
slap the mat hard enough, maybe there was that same vibration.
Right. That's what it was.
It takes a special young lady to make Logan look like she knows what she's doing in the ring.
So it looked like she tripped herself, but in reality, she just tripped over Brie's incompetence.
If
This shit is laying around everywhere.
Sarah Logan has to cover for you, you might want to consider maybe just being a reality television star or something like that.
Maybe just sit
You might
outside
not
the ring
need
and
to
cheer
get
on
out
your
of the
sister.
business.
Like, I don't want to see your sister in there really either, but god damn it, she's better than you.
Sarah frickin' Logan, arguably the worst wrestler until they came back that they had, has to cover them now.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
It's like, damn it, I'm sitting here giving Sarah Logan props. What?
Yeah. Thank you,
Look what
Brie
you've
Bella,
done.
for making me give Sarah Logan props.
Look at what you've done!
Look at it!
Do you, Siri? Is Leo Rush having an open challenge? Is it?
Oh, look at that.
Alright, pinatas.
Wait, who the hell is that?
Yeah, that's Kalisto.
Really?
I think his name's something Delrado or...
Oh, it's Lindsay Delrado. Okay.
Oh, you mean the LD on the tights there was a dead giveaway?
That's fucking Kalisto's music, so I thought it was Kalisto. I
Don't
haven't
you
seen him
know
in
they
forever,
all
so...
have to share the same music?
Yeah, apparently. They'll have to have the same...
The same bedroom.
They're gonna have the same...
And they all also work at the same restaurant.
We're sending a cab for you, and it's for all of you.
Just, all right, all of you, hop in the back of the truck.
Vince, where do we get changed? Right here. Janitor's closet. Big enough for all three of you.
I don't like that I have to watch this. I have a.
Well, we'll just talk over it.
I just mean I have like a active campaign against Leo Rush doing anything in the business.
Did you see the?
Now I'm sitting here watching a match of his. Like, fuck that.
Did you see the snapmare? What we were talking
Or
about?
lack thereof. Yes,
Yeah, with Brie and
yeah.
that was rough. That was
I
just
seen
bad.
I seen it.
That's terrible.
Oh, that's terrible.
I seen it.
I seen it.
It's like she didn't go over. She spun around and sat down. It was really.
Just like with the crowd, she did not go over.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess Corbin orchestrated his own Royal Rumble with a bunch of jobbers, and they all got hilarious names, a la Chris Jericho on Nitro kind of thing.
Yeah.
People seem to really enjoy the segment.
Except for the Conquistador.
The Conquistador is,
Conquistador's been around for a minute.
turns out to be Kurt Angle in gold. And
It's like, oh, is it Edge? Is it Christian?
People really seem to enjoy the angle. I didn't go back and watch it. It was
Kurt
tempting.
Angle.
It was tempting. Hearing that many positive remarks about not only Raw, but specifically Corbin, who I hate so bad.
Yeah, so that means Kurt Angle qualifies for the World Cup.
No, that was a thing that needed to happen.
Because John Cena come out, we're going to do the World Cup. John Cena's in. Yay. He don't got to do no match to qualify or nothing. He's just in. It's all good.
It does kind of go to show, however, that sometimes the rumor mills are true, because we heard when he, quote-unquote, was taking a break from being the commissioner or whatever, the general manager, that he'd be returning to in-ring action. And sure shit, here we go.
Yep. Hello. So, was there anything else about Raw? I don't think there
Elias got some pretty good heat again, but not quite Seattle heat.
Yeah.
I
He's
don't think
not going to
anyone's ever gonna
replicate
get that
Seattle Heat.
again. Fuck, that was ridiculous. Amazingly ridiculous.
We said Lashley Turn. Kevin Owens, I guess, is going to be out with an injury, a knee injury. He's going to have surgery.
We had your deal with Ambrose not turning, even though everyone seems to think that was a definite turn.
Yeah.
Like I said,
It's another thing that made me almost watch Raw, just hearing about the Ambrose heel turn. And I'm like, oh, good. How good was it? And I was like, he just walked out of the ring and that was
left
it.
instead of trying to celebrate after losing.
All right. So I'm getting the fuck out of the ring. I just ate the pin. I'm getting the fuck out of here. You
Which,
guys?
yeah, I wouldn't call that a turn. That's more like continuing to hint toward a turn like they've been doing.
I say, if anything, it's probably leading towards a storyline thing of like, I'm just mad because I'm not as good as you guys. I'm weak link on the team. I took the pin. And, something like that. Roman, you're better.
Anything to get that guy over.
That's what they're going to do, something like that.
Anything to get that guy over.
So yeah, Kevin Owens is going to be out 4 to 8 months, I guess. So if he ends up being out towards the longer side of that, I'd like to see him come back with Sammy. That'd be fucking sweet.
Imagine the pops.
Yeah.
And I think the best way to
I'd like
do
it
that
too,
would
really.
be
And they could be faces.
unexpected and everything that it's looking like Kevin Owens is really
They can be.
looking
They can come back as
overwhelmed and
faces
stuff, and
because
then all of a sudden Sami Zayn comes out to even bigger pop and
right.
out to save Kevin.
Yeah.
And they got to do it in Canada.
They barely ever go to Canada anymore. It seems though. That ain't gonna work.
Sorry, boot that.
No, from the looks of it, Kevin's coming back as a fucking face. So if they come back together, they'll both come back together as a face, which I'm okay with. But they have to be smartasses still. They can be faces, but they still let them be smartasses. Like kind of like an Edge and Christian type thing.
Yes.
Right. Exactly.
Perfect.
That's what they need to be. But let's see WWE fuck that up. And now we wait.
I'm still curious as to how they're going to
Not the mask.
ruin Chelsea Green.
Yeah. Apparently WWE has signed Chelsea Green to inevitably become the third member of the Iconics.
Well, that already makes her the very best female wrestler they have. But they're not going to use her like that or put her over like that. They're going to fuck that in the ass.
Right.
Not in the good way like I'm trying to do.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, I hope they really don't fuck that up, but they will. I mean, if she can just have a badass match with Pentagon, then
It's like, all right, who wants to get Osgood?
she should be a little bit believable to fight fucking Ronda. And, God damn it, why can't I think of her name? Baszler.
Shayna?
Yep. I think Shayna and Ronda are, like, physically looking the two roughest looking bitches in the fucking... Shayna's got the character down a bit. Like, it's not quite there, but she does come off as a bit of a badass. Becky has that badass down.
She's so good at it.
Like, I hate to make that comparison everybody always wants to fucking make when it comes to people sometimes, but she's almost like Stone Cold. But Becky.
Stone Cold Becky. Yeah, it doesn't have the same role.
Lynch 316. Wait, no, that sounds kind of racist.
Yeah, I mean it's not directly, but if you want it bad
It's
enough,
there.
you can find some in there. Yeah.
It's there.
If you want it, you'll find it.
Surprised they even let her use that as her last name. Oh, come on. Stop kicking out. This match needs to be over.
I think that's pretty cash, but I'm actually glad it is.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to inhale any more smoke right now. Unless it's of the tobacco variety.
Right. But unfortunately, we're doing a fucking watch-along live, and well, not really live, but
Yeah, and we
either
weren't
way,
smart enough
we
to
can't
smoke
cut
before
it.
it like we were the first time when the computer dumped us.
Yep.
Yep.
What's
Not smart
bad,
at
though?
all.
Man, I'm sure glad we're watching this and not that fucking TNA pay-per-view. Oh, shit,
Yeah.
did I say TNA? Impact.
Yeah, whatever. Everybody knows what you meant. Although a TNA pay-per-view could be a different thing, too, so... if you know what I'm saying.
Well played.
Not sure I want to watch it with you guys, but hey, it's early.
Who's paying for that shit these days, though?
Right?
You ever heard this thing called the internet?
The internet?
Internet? Worldwide what? World Wide Web?
This match ain't doing it, you guys.
Oh, that wasn't bad right there. But of course he goes to the outside.
No, that was actually pretty good. Right when I bitch two good things in a row.
All right.
I think
This
I
match
just-
sucks. Bam, bam. Okay, all right.
I think I found the magic formula. Complain and the match will improve.
All right. Now we know he's about to get countered and lose.
Up, distractionary tactics. Who?
Is it Bobby
Is it
Lashley?
Robert B. Lashley.
Is that Maria?
Oh, no.
That's Maria Kanellis. So, yeah, there's Mike Bennett. Mike Kanellis.
Kanellis, dude.
He took her name.
Yeah, how great is that?
Does he have her on his back? He took off the jacket before I could clearly see. I think Maria Kanellis is on the back of his jacket. He got his jacket.
It's a little inside, but I get it. It's an inside reference that no one else is gonna laugh at but me.
That's only
But I'll take it.
Out of like pretty much anybody ever, only me and you are gonna laugh at that one.
We're having jackets made.
Oh shit, he's going for his jacket. Trying to get his letter.
And here comes Red Hair Page.
No shit.
It's like, I also don't have charisma.
She looks a little better than Paige, though, to her credit.
Fair enough.
It's a fucking low bar to come up ahead of, though, Paige. Her fucking lips look so ridiculous now. I can't even stand watching her talk.
I can't
So was
stand
there
watching
anything-
her talk, let alone the audio quality
Yeah.
involved.
Listening to her is bad enough, but now seeing those lips, like,
Them flappy ass.
they don't even
cocksuckers.
move right.
So what's there to talk about with SmackDown?
Yeah, all we did was bitch about Raw and then just get caught up in shit.
Well, you mentioned
just add
Paige,
weed.
which unfortunately made me try to remember something about SmackDown.
It started off with Becky and Charlotte for the title.
The rematch, as it were.
It was a good match, like always. I mean, like you would expect at this point. And it ended in a double count out to keep shit going.
You have to expect that nobody wins the rematch after a title.
Yep.
Yes, that's just like a general rule, really.
And this just keeps the feud going, which is cool. I'm not pissed about it. But at the same time, from what I hear, Becky's injured.
Yeah, from that spot where they go through the stage or the entryway wall thing, whatever the fuck you call it.
Yeah, so now it's a possibility that she could
It
drop
wasn't
the
good.
belt at Evolution.
It looked like it actually hurt.
I hope she doesn't drop the belt. I'll be pissed. What else happened? There was two
Mustafa
more.
Ali.
Yep.
Indeed.
That guy's a badass too. You know, maybe I should watch this. He is. That dude's a
We
really
just
good wrestler, man.
Did nothing but complain about the first match.
Well,
Right.
yeah, but these guys I know are both really good wrestlers. You know what I mean? I think that's more Leo Rush hate.
Yeah. No
I
shit.
just, God, I don't
All right.
like that guy.
Fuck
man.
that guy. Go away. I
Seriously.
mean, it's good that they're heel. Because, yeah. Fuck him. But at the
That
same time,
hate's a little more
they
justified.
could, yeah, they could take Leo Rush and Bobby Lashley and say, get the fuck out of the company and never come back tomorrow. And I'd be like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it wouldn't change anything to me.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, I would be okay if we never heard the name John fucking Cena again.
Right.
He done.
Oh, that name's going to be around forever.
Or,
I mean, until his sex tape drops, I think he'll be up there being mentioned forever over Hogan or Flair. Not that Flair dropped a sex tape, thanks fucking God.
it's going to be called House Rules. I just don't know what that's going to mean. Up next is Cedric Alexander and Tony Nese.
Wow, so there really is only 2 matches on the show, huh?
Tony Nese is the guy who the other guy reminded me of earlier. Ortegoon.
I must feel like we should have went back and watched that match again.
Yeah, no shit.
Baby.
That was a great fucking match.
They see this. Is this another example of why WWE pisses me off? Because their minor league show manages to pull shit off. Like they had a triple threat with their 3 biggest faces, and nobody looked weak.
Right.
And there was a clear winner.
Well, Adam Cole's not really a face.
Well,
But,
he's over like a motherfucker, though.
yeah.
Well, I guess I could have worded that a little better. I mean the guys who are the most over. That's basically their top 3 right there.
Yeah, those are the top 3 guys for sure.
And no one looked weak. There was a clear winner. And still, everyone looked good at the end of the match. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They could not pull that
And that was
off
just a
on any
fucking
of the other 2
regular
shows.
episode of NXT. It wasn't even like anything fucking
Right.
special. It wasn't like a fucking pay-per-view or something.
Yep, and it just smokes what the other kids are doing.
Yeah, WWE can't even fucking put on anything like that at a pay-per-view. These are just regular episodes. And you've seen Vince has never seen an episode of NXT, right?
I did.
I
not
saw
know
that.
Literally. The Triple H said he's
Oh,
never seen an episode of NXT. Doesn't have time. He's too busy.
I believe it.
That's why I was like,
I believe
that's
it.
surprising,
because
but I could
no
see that.
changes
I-
are being made on the other shows, so I believe it.
right.
He thinks everything's fine because the money's coming in.
All right.
He doesn't realize they're killing the product dead on live national television, and less people give a fuck about their stupid shows.
Right. The hell? Why is Jesus on the screen?
They had the lowest rated Raw ever a couple of weeks ago, and then the one after that had 82,000 more viewers, which is not very many. And then the one this week had 115,000 more viewers, and that's not very many more either. So, I mean,
Yeah, they're doing awful.
it's
for
because
sure.
their show sucks. It ain't because we don't like wrestling. It's because their show sucks.
So Drew Gulak and
Jesus. And Jack Gallagher.
Jake Gallagher beating up the Brian Kendrick.
Jack Gallagher was a dude I was into a minute there, but then they quit playing any 205 matches on Raw. Remember when you would watch Raw and like
Yeah.
they would have at least one real good. They
Sometimes real good.
Well, they would at least like choose dudes who they knew were pretty good to have on the main show.
Yeah.
And there would every now and then be a really cool 205 match. When's the last time you've seen anybody from 205 on there?
I don't see a lot of things because I watch it on Hulu usually. So yeah.
That's another good point.
Actually, I don't watch it at all now.
Well,
But
Raw
still.
I haven't in like 5 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I'm not up to 5 weeks. This is only 2 or 3.
It's this weird,
But whatever.
like, it's a weight off my shoulders.
I
I
know.
swear that I don't have to worry about watching that 3-hour-long piece of shit where nothing happens.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Fuck it. It's gone.
Roman Reigns is out of my life. It's fucking... it's awesome, dude.
So yeah, back to SmackDown.
Yeah, sorry.
There was a qualifying match for the World Cup between Samoa Joe and Jeff Hardy.
Hardy. That's right. They're still playing on the injured leg of Joe.
Yep. Joe was
He was
unable to continue.
The referee called a stoppage.
Yeah.
Is what they called it because Joe was unable to continue. So either he's got to be gone for a while again, or he looks like a pussy if he's back wrestling next week. So I mean, what's
Right.
going to happen there?
My guess is he's gonna disappear for a little bit. He'll come back out in like a month or something and beat the shit out of Jeff Hardy. I don't know.
Okay. The other qualifier was
Randy Orton versus the Big Show,
the returning Big Show.
2018.
Yep. In 2000.
That was the main event. Not only was it like, hey, look, it's this old fuck versus this old fuck. It was the main event.
Well, the Big Show looked absolutely terrifying. He looked like he would just
Oh, yeah.
destroy somebody. But I've never seen him so slow in my life. He was so slow. So slow. Even with
He's
his
a big
new
giant
knees or new
motherfucker
hip or
and
what
he's
the
old.
fuck ever it is, he was so slow. So, I don't know. I think he's just a novelty guy. He'll be...
Yeah, so when's the last time he worked a match?
Yeah, he won't be around often, I assume, because it looked like he was unable to really do anything, unfortunately. I had heard about the operation, and he's in the best shape of his life and all this other shit, so I thought it might be awesome again, but yeah, he's done. Dude.
I was kind of worried he was going to win for a second. Just because it's like, of course, they would want him over there in Saudi,
Right,
even
because
though,
he's a name, yeah.
as we said, we don't even know if that's going to happen anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah, now it's the World Cup with a bunch of white dudes. Yeah, John Cena, Kurt Angle, Jeff Hardy, and Randy Orton. Randy Orton being the youngest at 38.
Cedric the Alexander.
And it's not like a single match thing. That's going to be a tournament at the pay-per-view. Like almost like a King of the Ring. So, that's kind of interesting, I guess. At least it's not like, oh, fucking 8 men all at once.
And calling it the World Cup, I get it, because, you know, it's over there where the World Cup's a big deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like maybe they might have wanted to, you know,
Throw a little diversity in there.
mix it up a little bit to make it look worldy.
Well, next week they are going to have Rey versus Shinsuke. Rey Mysterio is making his return against Shinsuke for a qualifier at the World Cup.
Gotta get a foreigner in there.
Have it end in double disqualification.
So neither one gets in.
Put Big Show in there even though he lost.
It's like, okay, who else is fucking white as hell? Sheamus. Put Sheamus in there. Well, no, because he's Irish, though, and that's like worldly, kind of.
Yep. Damn it.
Can't have him in there. Too cultural. All right, we'll do... Ty Dillinger sounds good. Let's see, who else is a half a loaf of white bread? Who else we got here? Fucking Chad Gable.
There you go. Bobby Roode. Wait, no, Bobby Roode's Canadian.
Is he?
Yep.
No, they're pretty white up there too. I think that'd be okay. Well, no, but it's
Let's say if that's the case, put gender in there.
internet. Lana.
No.
Yeah, we're like, okay, who else is a fucking whitey? This is fun.
All right.
This is genuine Stone conversation. We're doing it, guys. We're finally acting natural. And it only took 26 episodes.
Put Whitey in there.
Let's see.
Vince, I think we should, think about putting somebody else in there. No, damn it.
Who else? Come on, there's got to be more hilariously honkified honkies. Who else is white as fuck? Oh,
Let's say AJ Styles, but he's already got a match.
I don't know. He's a little too. He's over the top white. Like he's like Trump white. He's
Diversity.
I'm not into gay people white. He's all the way white. He's too far away from me.
The gay community.
He's a white winger.
White wing.
Yeah, he's a white wing wacko. There does come a point where he can be literally too white, and AJ's just reached that point. It's like him and Bradshaw just chilling there in the too white zone. Would you laugh more if I said JBL, or it was just not good?
JBL, okay.
Jibble.
JBL works better because he's the old returning guy. Give me another old white guy. I want Orton to be the youngest. That's the thing. Even if Ray wins, which I'm sure he will, and Ray qualifies, Randy Orton will still be the youngest at 38. So are we going to get anybody who was born, before the 70s?
Coming soon.
Or
It's the WWE
after the 70s, my
Senior
bad.
Tour.
Yeah, shit.
Coming to Saudi Arabia.
The golden oldies.
Home of bitches knowing their role and keeping their damn mouth shut.
Special guest appearance by The Rock?
Welcome to Saudi Arabia,
Question
where
mark,
getting
yeah.
stoned means a different thing entirely.
We're getting stoned, and that's it for us.
Where if you're at a Rolling Stones concert, it might not be what you think it is. Welcome to Saudi Arabia, where at least we nailed the no woman driver thing. If you had to pick one thing they're on top of, it'd be that one. If we didn't have women drivers, think of all the cars that wouldn't have been crashed. And all the millions and millions of SUVs that never would have got bought.
Well, how else are they going to get the kids around to soccer practice?
Think of all the guardrails on the highway that wouldn't be scraped up. Nobody would even try to play soccer because they'd never be able to get there.
All those yellow curbs with the tire marks all over them.
Would be a nice, bright, clean yellow. Free of defects. Okay, we're going to do a third take of the show when this one's done where we don't offend anyone.
And we don't watch 205 live.
At least we didn't redo all the different ideas that MLW could have done instead of the deportation angle. At least we didn't go back to those again, because nobody wants a bunch of candy rigged up in their hair where he can hit you with a stick and it looks like you're a piñata.
Oh, no.
Nobody wants to walk out dressed as a tomato plant.
No one wants to come out riding lawnmowers. Oh, wait, shit, that's already been done.
Damn it. I already did that one. Well, as long as they don't call them something stupid like the Mexicools, we're good.
Oh.
tell me.
They were called the Mexicals.
No! All right, well, yeah.
One of them was called Super Crazy.
Dude, I forgot about that guy, but man, I used to really be a super.
Super Crazy was fucking awesome.
He was really cool.
ECW.
I miss ECW, and that's another indicator of my oldness.
Right. Showing your age.
You know what I will say, though, and motherfucker, it's hard to argue. If you watch wrestling nowadays, and then you go back and you watch WCW, WWF, and ECW, what does wrestling nowadays look like now? It looks like fucking ECW a hell of a lot more than the other.
Yes,
times.
if you're talking about the promotions outside of WWE, yes.
Well,
They're more akin to a lot of them are more akin to ECW anyway.
right. And you can also kind of give part of that credit to the luchadors in
ECW.
Like no one had ever heard of them until they started appearing on Monday Nitro, and then it was like those were the actual good matches
Right.
that were like entertaining and high energy, and guys flying around like, wow, that's fucking amazing. Changed the face of wrestling really, and then ECW had all that and the hardcore aspect, and now that's what people want to see: people flying around and hitting each other with sticks and chairs and tables and shit.
Yep.
And even in the WWE, they got the tables, ladders, and chairs matches. But the guys who got that rolling were ECW guys.
Right.
I mean,
Well, at least the fucking the tables portion of it. That's all the Dudleys for sure.
and the
ladders is kinda-
heavily influential in what wrestling looks like now.
Yeah.
Which is also why so many old guys like Jim Cornette types hate modern wrestling.
Can see why.
It looks like ECW, and they hated ECW when it was ouch.
Right.
Good Lord.
You didn't do a very good job at catching them, Tony.
All right, that will interrupt an ECW rant anytime because
Cedric the
Tony
Alexander
Nese
just
just-
fucked his shit up.
kind of left my boy hanging on a bump there. That
He's like, oh my god,
I'm not sure he's fucking
motherfucker.
selling right now, but that might be a real ouch face.
Don't kick out if you know it's good for you. Motherfucker, I'm going to hurt you.
You son of a bitch.
Alright, so we covered Raw and SmackDown.
We are really running out of gas. Did we do the Lucha Underground talk this time around?
No, we did not.
A lot of beaten up girls.
Taya Valkyrie.
Taya, thank you very much. Looked
Versus-
awesome in defeat.
What, Matanza?
Metanza with an M.
That was a fuck up.
But
Damn it,
Johnny
this is-
Mundo with the save. Or whatever he's going by.
It's Mundo down there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Saved Taya, his bride. Keeps her from being sacrificed. Then,
I'm sorry. I'm
What was
actually,
the middle
watching
match?
The show now, but okay, they're selling now.
Taya kind of held her own, but she
We
mostly
fucked
she got her ass
ourselves.
beat, so move on.
We're all high and we're doing take two and don't remember Dick now for sure.
already did
well,
this.
the main event, Reclusa versus
Pentagon.
Yeah, I was
Dark.
just trying to remember what the hell the middle match was.
Yeah, I am too. Oh, it was a promo, right? It wasn't an actual match. It was just a bunch of talking and shit.
What was it?
It
I think it was the big LAX.
LAX and
Oh.
the OGs.
No, that's Impact. We're talking Lucha Underground.
Oh, god damn it! The
Stoner.
Shit all runs together.
Yeah, but it doesn't help that Conan
Yeah, he's every
I
and
know.
his stuff is in.
all three. He's also in MLW. It's like, god damn it. Okay.
Go away.
Anyway, Reclusa, a.k.a. Chelsea Green, put on a fucking total amazing match with Pentagon. What?
It was Phoenix and fucking Mil Muertes versus...
Oh, yes.
Damn, I can't remember who the hell they fought now.
Dragon, Azteca, and another dude. And it was actually a badass match that we didn't even mention on Take One because nobody remembered it. But
Yep,
yeah,
it
dude,
just
that was
came
a lot
back
of
to
fun.
me like, oh yeah, that fucking crazy rope spot that fucking Phoenix did. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's awesome on the ropes. And
Mil Muertes.
Yeah,
he's
just
the
huge.
hugest freaking luchador ever, but he still does luchador stuff. He happens to be kind of like gigantic.
yeah, he was like Ricky Bandito or some shit.
He reminds me of
fucking Wrestling Society X. Again, I'm
He
referencing
reminds
that.
me of the Patriot, if you guys remember that guy.
Oh, yeah.
I can't say that I do.
The design of his mask really
He
sort of does.
he also had a mask, but he was huge like that, but could really move a lot. So I don't know. It's like, all right, anyway. Okay, nobody knows the Patriot. I'm 100 years old.
Yep.
And Chad, even when he was young, didn't watch WCW, so no
Yep.
Patriot for you.
Nope.
Okay.
I remember the Patriot from Global Wrestling Federation
Really?
with the Lightning Kid.
Man. Okay. Well, well then I guess Mojo's older than me. That's old school right there. All right.
You old bastards. You guys are like old and stuff. I need to find some better co-hosts.
All right, and then Impact. Let's at least mention the main event.
Impact? No, we're still on Lucha Underground. Well, you
I
mentioned
thought we were done. Sorry.
you mentioned Chelsea Green and Pentagon, but
And it was an
we
awesome
didn't
match.
talk about it at all. The fucking
No,
package
her
pile
name's
driver.
Reclusa. Quit saying Chelsea Green. This
My
ain't
bad.
WWE.
Reclusa. Soon to be Chelsea Green. Iconics number
Soon
3.
to be. It was an awesome fucking match, and the chick took every possible move you can do to her and kept kicking out. I actually had a checklist of it, but I didn't bring my notes. I really wanted to rattle it off because it was like 6 or 7 things in a row.
Pentagon did a really good job of selling for her too.
Yeah.
Like, some of the moves she did, he fucking sold it. She did a fucking
It was
fucking Canadian destroyer on his ass.
to the point
He
where
sold it well.
it almost made him look bad. He did so much fucking selling. It's like, okay, well, there comes a point where you look weak if a girl beats you up real bad the whole match. But I still think they, without knowing the entire history, it seems like they could have built that up a little more.
Yeah. Who was it that did that
Maybe they
crazy
did.
fucking DDT? I can't remember now.
It was that the Dragon as
Okay.
Tekka dude, who I guess is Rey Mysterio's protege or
Protege.
student or
No
whatever.
shit.
So I look forward to seeing more from that guy. I guess he's real young too, so this he's a new guy, I guess. Dragon Azteca, but he was way up in the air too. It was a killer DDT-J, which I assume means Tijuana. I think that's a Tijuana reference when they add the J on the end of DDT. I don't know.
No shit.
Oh, wow.
Tony Nese just beat Cedric the Alexander.
Oh man, he's on his way down apparently.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked over the finish, or at least I didn't see the finish, but that's 2 losses in a row for my boy Cedric. One of them a title loss, which always sucks.
What you looking all sad for, huh?
Tony Nese appears to be on his way upward.
Yeah, he had a good match with Johnny Gargano on NXT. And now he's
It was
beating the
stiff,
former
dude.
champion on fucking 205 Live. Shut the fuck up. I'll take you outside in a minute.
Apparently, the dog also enjoyed the Gargano match.
Maybe that was dog for Johnny Wrestling.
As long as it wasn't a Roman Reigns reference, I'm fine.
Yeah. Robert Roode?
I mean, he is the big
Roro.
guy, so you never know if they might like him. Shit, it was a Roman Reigns reference.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, here's where he does the spear, right?
That's what I was about to say. Like he's like, take me outside, or I'm gonna spear you.
Oh shit. Well, I assume this was the main event because that's what they talked about at the very beginning.
Yeah,
and-
it was definitely the main event.
All right, well, let's put this lackluster show in the books then. Half-ass covered everything, and
No, we didn't even fucking.
half-ass watched 205 that I'll probably never watch again. But now, if anyone asks, I can claim that I've watched an episode. I think that's actually number 2 I've ever watched.
We didn't even touch NXT though.
No, we didn't.
The best match of the
I'm so
week.
yeah.
Oh no,
We haven't even touched on match.
We
of the
did
week.
give props because they cut to the commercial for it, so we did give fucking props to the match, basically saying they can book shit right in NXT, but not WWE.
Was
yeah.
that on this
Yeah,
take? Okay,
but
good. Then.
yeah, the match with Ricochet, Adam Cole, and Pete Dunne, the main event, was of course what you would expect it to be. Fucking epic. It was great all the way fucking through. Great spots. All the guys looked great.
Yeah, like I think I mentioned earlier, they found a way to have a clear winner and nobody looked weak. And it's a lost art, it seems like, but that's because I've been watching too much WWE.
Right.
And there was points in that match where every single person in that match had their moment where it looked like they were about to go for the win.
It's pretty much what I mean. They gave everyone offense. Everyone, no one looked weak. There's no other way to word it. They didn't nobody really went over on anybody. It was just a good match where everyone looked real good at the end.
Right.
You don't get too much of that anymore. It's always, or at least even if they try, it don't work out right. You know, like you guys suck. But NXT seems to still be nailing everything they do.
Yeah, the opening segment with Ciampa and Velveteen
Talking
Dream
to the belt.
was good, and then Nikki interrupting and coming out. Like she's going a little overboard on the crazy, but at the same time,
Careful, that's Aaron's girl you're talking about. I mean, Mojo's the girl you're talking about, man. Careful with that. He'll come right over the table. And, I mean, he's gangsta about his girls, man.
no, I still like her, but she's I don't know, she's kind of pushing it. She needs to reel it back.
I
just
like
a
how
little
the
bit.
crowd all of a sudden started chanting
Triple threat.
Triple
Triple
threat,
threat.
triple
Yeah,
threat.
that was pretty good. Yeah, man. It's
because
like,
I thought that
like, whoa, this ain't
Mojo
Lucha
and,
Underground. Take it easy.
Right.
and Nikki might have
Should be.
been about to go the way that she was smacking the mic and just
Talking to the belt, getting down on talking to the mic because it was laying on the fucking mat.
Well, if I learned anything from watching that, it's that Nikki Cross knows what some people did.
Yeah. 3 of them to be exact. What was the other match that took place? Oh wait,
Oh,
yeah,
the
it was Keith Lee.
Keith
And
Keith Lee and Kona
Moving on.
okay.
and Keanu Reeves. That
was
guy's
non-heinous, bro.
Yeah.
he's almost surprising to me because he's still in NXT. Like it seems like Triple H does a pretty good job of not having people like Kona Reeves, but yet he remains. So, I mean, even their chubby guys are awesome. I'm talking to you, Otis.
Fat bastard.
You fat bastard.
Fat
Who can work as well as any other guy down there.
Yep, he can move for his size for sure.
Well, that and the don't get tired thing. It's hard to be fat and have that kind of cardio, you know what I mean? Fuck, you're a fat guy. If anybody knows, it's me.
Definitely got some adrenaline going at all times, it seems like.
He's like, actually, I don't work out as hard as you think I do. I do cocaine right before I walk through the curtain.
I do cocaine.
At Gorilla. And then,
Oh, shit. I fucking meant to bring this up during the show so we could bounce back and forth, or bounce ideas back and forth with this. I posted on
Is it about
Twitter.
cocaine?
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I posted on Twitter. Got any questions or anything you'd like us to talk about?
Yeah.
And we did get one from Rob Jeffrey.
We did get one question that even the actual WWE probably won't be able to answer.
Right. He has, with Survivor Series being only 2 weeks after Crown Jewel, how would you book it to make it as compelling as possible after Evolution and the house show in Saudi?
Well, it would involve a lot of NXT call-ups. If you know what I'm saying, because I don't know if there's anything that you can do with people they have right now that's compelling. Ain't that right, Rusev?
Right. Rusev gonna be disappearing. I'm not. There's no way I'm booking a whole pay-per-view.
No.
For a Survivor Series match, though, from Raw, I can see there being a Team Angle versus Team Corbin. To be winner is GM, loser has to, I don't know, not be GM because they're not just gonna get rid of Corbin. I would hope they wouldn't do it. Loser has to leave because then it's obviously gonna be Angle, but they're dumb enough to do fucking obvious matches like that.
I guess I would just really, because I used to love Survivor Series. I'd just go back and do sort of what G Whiz was saying, bring up some NXT and have NXT Survivor Series matches
Yeah,
as well.
that'd be sweet, but
I was just
But
being a funny,
just
jokey
have-
guy.
What I'm getting at is like the old school
roster needs to be replaced.
and everything. Just have a championship match for the heavyweight championship, and then nothing else but Survivor Series matches, like how they used to do it.
yeah, I kind of hope they don't do the whole Raw versus SmackDown Survivor Series match because I hate it when they get all fake fucking pride and shit for a minute. Oh, Team SmackDown, Team Raw, woo! We're heel, we're face, but we're gonna get along for this match, or are we? I'm sick of that fucking angle. Let's just keep it within show where it at least somewhat makes sense.
Well, I think that they should contact the people who did that hologram of Tupac. And what we do is we put together Roman Reigns versus Roman Reigns in the main event.
Yes,
That'd
definitely gotta be the main
fucking-
event.
Who wouldn't watch that? Am I right?
That brings up a good question. Who would Roman end up fighting in the main event? Probably Braun, again. They wouldn't change shit up that quickly. It's gonna be Braun.
I like my idea better with the hologram thing.
I'm sure
it'd be
Vince
hard
would,
to
too.
pull off the spear, but if
You just need to get your word out there to Vince.
I was ever gonna give Roman credit for anything, it's his ability to sell. He actually does that good. I said it. He's willing to sell for you.
They're gonna have fucking Team Taker versus Team Triple H. Like, we know we said it was the last time, but we were just kidding.
I was like, this will be our last team match ever.
They're gonna announce that SmackDown 1000 when Evolution comes back out. It's gonna be Evolution, add in Triple H, or not at Triple H, add in Shawn Michaels. Like, there's my team of 5.
Yeah, they need somebody to take Ric Flair's place.
No, Ric Flair's
Oh,
still
no.
in there.
No, he'll be there.
No,
He'll
he's
just
still in
be
there.
Stone sober is all.
Crying on the fucking side of the ring.
Zombie Flair, they call him now. All right.
Silver and I'm married again. What did I do? Woo!
If there really is anybody still listening to this fucking episode, if you email me, I'll send you $1 PayPal. Thank you. I think we've used that gag before, actually.
Maybe. You probably didn't even lose any money out of it because nobody was listening.
No, I don't remember any comments or calls in regard to it.
So yeah, Rob Jeffrey, sorry that was a very half-ass answer, but that's more elaborate than what we're willing to get, or well, not willing, but able to get into in our current state.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to complain about the booking, but I'm not going to offer suggestions on how to fix it. What am I, like, reasonable?
Yeah, that's
Road Dogg's job.
I mean, I offered an idea on take 1 to Lucha Underground, and I'm not going to go through all that again.
our only other plug of the week was shit, I can't remember. Suplex City Limits, I believe.
Very nice of them to once again give us a shout out. It seems
Yep.
like that's what we're going to do. They shout us out. We shout them out every week. It's like a thing.
Yep. They even
Pretty soon it'll be a segment.
gave us the retweet on YouTube, or YouTube, fucking Twitter. And we also got likes from Stephen Milan.
Our dude.
Milan.
It's one or the other.
It's going to be Milan from now on.
Milan. Stevan Milan.
And one Amanda Case.
Hey, that's my Amanda.
Well, she gave us a like. She gets the shout out.
Hi, Amanda.
Then
God, is that it?
Yeah.
We suck. Okay.
Yep. Nobody
Yeah,
likes us.
Not much on Facebook this week, but I'll kind of take the blame on that because I didn't really make any memes or do anything social media related due to my extreme business.
Shit, that reminds me.
Busyness, not extreme business. Like I run a business that's extreme.
Extreme. Brian Hess did message me. He's following us. He asked us to check out his promotion that he's backing called Warrior Breed Wrestling. I forgot to check it out.
It's an actual promotion?
Yeah, I believe so. Warrior Breed Wrestling. You can find it on YouTube. It's Warrior Breed Wrestling LLC. YouTube.com.
Is that in the United States?
Yes.
So Jim Cornette would call it a mud show.
Probably.
I love it. I would check it out.
I told him I was like,
I like mud shows.
we'll check it out, and maybe we'll give you guys a shout out on the show. Well, because we get an astounding amount of views at like 30 or something like that. And
if 1 or 2 more views appear on your thing, that's that high marks bump.
yes, indeed. But I went and checked one of the matches, and I think it had like 26 views. So I was like, oh, sweet, we're all in the same boat.
Yeah. Let's do this thing together.
Yep. Our podcast is as popular as a fucking wrestling promotion.
As an outlaw mud show. But I mean that
Outlaw
in a nice
mud
way.
show.
I don't mean that as a negative connotation. Too much Cornette. He's like my main podcast listen. Because I like the old guy stuff more than the new guy stuff sometimes.
We got anything on Instagram or Facebook?
Just that you can contact us on Facebook. Shoot us a message or something sometime. That'd be fabulous. Oh, yeah, we have wrestling card and sticker giveaways. All you got to do is share the posts. That kind of thing. So that's a pretty good reason to check us out. We also do that on Twitter. There's a Twitter one and a Facebook one, and they're different.
Oh, we also did get a recent new like on Facebook. So shout out to Brian Alspa.
Okay. Brian Elspa.
Brian Elspa.
My man, thank you for the like. I'll just go ahead and give another shout out to Tim Commons because I remembered his name.
Then
He's one of our homeboys on Facebook.
be sure to check out, as we said earlier, Suplex City Limits, Wrestling Soup. Probably shouldn't mention those two together at the moment.
Hey, no, we're not involved in any of that, so we're allowed to like them both.
Yep. Oh yeah, we
And I
still
do like 'em
still
both.
like them both.
And
For
I
sure.
listen to them both, so there's that.
Yuck Nasty and Dog Baby over at Get in the Corner podcast.
I did learn, if you don't like a certain podcast, maybe keep that to yourself.
Yeah, probably best to do. Don, Tony, and Kevin Castle show. Jason Solomon.
I didn't mean to be so quiet
Salamonster
there. I know
sounds
those
off.
guys are good. I don't listen to them as much as Wrestling Soup, I'll be honest.
Right. No, they're definitely kind of like the kings when it comes to this shit, really. They've been around forever.
Yet somehow, it's the one I listen to least. Sorry, fellas, I'll have to check you out a little more.
No, that's it on my end.
Yeah, I don't have any more. I wish I did. I wish I could be like, yeah, we got lots of people interacting this week on the fucking Facebook page and shit. But no, but again, it's my fault for not really putting anything new. I didn't even upload the fucking Bella memes of the the ones.
The Sarah tripping.
Yes, I didn't even upload those. That's how lazy I was this week.
Fucking
All
slacker.
right, anybody that follows us on the Facebook, I'm going to try to get all those up and some really good memes this week too. So really tune in, and I won't let you down.
No.
I probably will let you down.
Last I could shout out Shaheen and Boxman at THT Podcast.
And we can't go a whole episode without saying what up, RJ.
Yep.
Yes.
MF Spade.
I guess on Instagram we have the same people still sharing love. The Rev Cupid, RJ, and once again Steve Milan.
All right. So if you heard last week's Instagram shout-outs, just replay those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But thank you guys.
Remix.
yeah. Oh no, much appreciated. And keep on doing what you're doing. I'm gonna have to put some fucking music in the background or something because we can't keep it going today. We're all fucking stoned and tired from having to re-record this bullshit again.
Yeah.
God damn it, I hate when that happens.
I was just trying to think and make sure we've got everything, but yeah, I think we're set. So
Okay.
let's get this fucking shit done. Wrap it up.
All right, I'll let you. Wait. Who's gonna take us out? Because Mojo and I on the way here were having like a little discussion. We should do some Carl quotes. Because there's real good ones and that'll make people laugh. So I was thinking maybe Carl Britannia Nadaluski could take us out this week. What do you think?
That sounds great to me.
All right. Then walk us out. Let's do it.
All right. Well, that's episode 26.
Woo.
This episode is about Cashed.
For sure. I think it was cashed 10, 15 minutes ago and we're still trying to hit it.
We've been cashed for the last 45 minutes at least.
Indeed so.
This episode has been a resin hit.
Cleaning out the bowl. I've been your host, Cheez Man, joined along with
Maestro Mojo.
Oh, another new one, and I'm Whiz Willoughby.
And this week, the last hit goes to Carl Bertana-Nanaluski.
That's with 5 eyes, right?
Just go with Smith.
There's no way you're gonna spell that right.
Hey, there's a broad. There's a broad right there. Hey! Yeah, you dingbat! I want a pitcher of beer, fried jalapenos, the nachos grande, and let's start with 50 wings extra hot and keep the ranch coming.
Ándale.
2 coffees, please.
Oye, hijo.
You hear what I ordered? Oh, I'm gonna be farting blood over here.
All right, Wrestling Time Marks, episode 25?
Who's this man?